Yo, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? Jay Cooley with the Stoolie back here at the Comic Fox, where today we are reviewing Titans Season 4, Episodes 1 and 2. Spoilers ahead, you've been warned. If you ain't in spoilers, click off the video. Make sure you still give me a like. And if it's your first time here, make sure you give me a like and subscribe. And a comment down below. But, let's get to the review. So basically, this season is just the Titans are recovering from their Gotham adventures, you could say, with Scarecrow and Red Hood, Jason Todd. But basically, Lex Luthor is introduced, and he wants to meet Superboy, who's basically his son. And Lex is kind of working with this cult that I also think wants to get the powers of Raven. Lex is sick. Lex has a sickness that he can't beat, but apparently this cult has a way for him to beat that sickness. And Raven's having visions. This one dude with glasses, I'm not sure of his name, he's having visions. Beast Boy's having blackouts to where he's turning into velociraptors. And then Lex dies. Lex Luthor dies. He has a snake come out of his mouth. Very gory. I love the horror, like the horror aspect that they're putting into the TV show. It's really good. I don't know why people think that horror and superheroes don't go together, but it's whatever. Me personally, I find it really good to see something like the Teen Titans be turned into like a horror kind of TV show, but still has that light at the end of the tunnel that they're going to get to. So Lex Luthor dies and Superboy gets locked up for it because everybody thinks he killed him because Superboy was there. Superboy ended up meeting with Lex. They ended up actually going to Metropolis in the first place because Superman wanted to meet Superboy, Connor Kent, but Superman couldn't get there. Superman couldn't be there. Superboy gets released at the end of the second episode, and at the end of the second episode, they encounter a character I believe's name is Mother Mayhem. And man, Mother Mayhem mopped the floor with the Titans. Just literally mopped the floor with the Titans. And they didn't stand a chance. Not even Raven, who is the strongest out of all of them. Not even she stood a chance. She actually got, I assume I'll talk about that later. But they got wrecked, basically, by Mother Mayhem. And Starfire was the one to save the day. Excuse me. Also, what I think, that's the story. Now we're going to get into my real opinion. I don't think Lex is dead, personally. I don't think you bring in a character like Lex Luthor just to kill him off quickly. Like, you don't do that just to kill him off quickly, And with this cult, Mother Mayhem, I think they're trying to get the powers of Trigon, and in result of that, Trigon will come back even more powerful than before. Because I believe these are followers of that religion type, say, like of Trigon. They're believers of Trigon, basically, and his followers. So that's what I think is going to happen. I also think Deathstroke will come back. I feel like all of the Titans' worst nightmares are happening, even though that kind of happened last season with the Scarecrow and the fear aspect stuff. But, I also think Superboy will be a villain. I think he'll turn evil. Just with Superman not being there for him as a father and Lex showing him more of being there as a father than Superman has. I think Superboy might turn evil. And Starfire's powers magical now because she saved the Titans from Mother Mayhem, who's using magic. Oh, and when I also say that, oh, I didn't bring this up. I said I was going to talk about it. Well, now I'm going to talk about it. I also think when Mother Mayhem when she wrecked the Titans, she also took the powers of Raven. But I think it was only like the dark powers, so to speak. And she turned white. So we all know. Like her hair turns white and stuff. And we all know that means that Raven's stronger than ever. But yeah, I like it. I'm really enjoying everything about the show. Superboy, him turning evil, him being like a kind of sort of villain for them, potentially. I love Lex Luthor. He's really good too. The actor that plays him does a very, very good job. Nightwing, not really much. We get the usual Nightwing being the leader type stuff, but we haven't really got much of Nightwing. Starfire, learning these new powers. She went to go talk to Lex Luthor about her new powers. Raven and Beast Boy. Beast Boy, his blackouts. I'm wondering what's going on with that. I really like how he's blacking out and turning into like velociraptors and stuff. I like the Raven stuff because they're bringing in White Raven. Mother Mayhem, I like her as a villain so far. I'm not too educated on the Teen Titans villains. Only just mainly Deathstroke, Trigon, and Jinx, and those guys. Gizmo, I think, is one of them. Yeah, and so far, Mother Mayhem seems like a good villain. The cult idea, I really like that. Still having some believers in Trigon, because I'm a big fan of having Trigon as the villain, because I am a firm believer of believing he's not just going to be the season 1 villain, because he was the season 1 villain, but I think he'll be a villain down the road as well. And the only thing I can say I don't like is how they're handling Tim Drake. They didn't even give him a suit. They haven't even gave him a suit yet. They gave him like a staff, but like no suit yet. And yeah, I just think that's kind of messed up because we don't have a Robin. But with all that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all watching the video. Make sure you give me a like, subscribe, comment down below. Press that bell to get all my notifications. And we'll be back at it. Peace.